Hey, what's up, family? It's another beautiful day here. I was watching this old movie from in the 1820s, 1920s, really, with Scarface Capone and the drive-by killings. And it made me kind of think. We talk about drive-by killings on the east side and north side and west side. Now these drive-by killings, like they talk about the guys, talk about all black guys now doing drive-by killings. They start with them they want to start drive-by killings and north side, east and west side. This clip is going to show you about Al Capone and his gang, how they kill people back in the day for no reason in the street, walking on the street. And they talk about all gangs. They talk about the Bloods and the Crips and the West Coast first the East Coast. It start from them there. Them is want to start it. Check it out. Them is want to start this killings left, right, and center for no apparent reason. Check it out, fellas. Check it out. Them is want to start drive-by shootings. And they want to call us thugs and hoodlums. Now you see where the drive-by actually started from in the 1920s. Now you see where the drive-by actually started from in the 1920s, and they call us hoodlums and thugs and all such like. That's Scarface. They rated Scarface Capone. That's Scarface Capone right there. He used to live in Brooklyn and Betsy. He used to live in Brooklyn by I don't know again in Brooklyn
Right now,
Park Slopes in
Moran's
Brooklyn.
getting set to pull something just as crazy. Well, the hell with that. We're gonna get him before he gets me. I want that Irish son of a bitch hit. All right, now. You want a Moran hit? We hit. Of course, it's gonna take a little time. Now, wait a minute. All right, you saw him. Okay, nobody's saying you haven't got a right to be sore. But now, you remember? You want to argue with me, Charlie? Work it out, Frank. Only make it quick. Quick? I don't know. To tell the truth, pal, there's a whole lot about the guy we don't know to begin.
Francesco Nettoni, alias Frank the Enforcer Nitti, born Montedoro, Sicily, January 9, 1887. Nitti is in charge of the Capone organization's punishment squad, made up of accomplished strong-arm men and professional killers. On March 19, 1943, while under indictment for income tax evasion, Nitti would use a gun for the last time to take his own life.
Before we could take the chance to put him on the spot at all. So, I don't want to hear all that. Everybody wants to argue. I told you what to do. How long is it going to take? I don't know what to tell you. Honest, I don't. Like I told you, we got nothing to go on. You, Frank. 5 weeks. 6 at the most. 6 weeks? What are you going to use on a bow and arrow? Something on your mind, Jack? Well, yes, sir. Maybe I'm wrong to butt in like this, but the last couple of months I've been doing a little checking up on Moran. He lives at the Belden Essex Apartments on Lincoln Park West, apartment 5C. Uses the name George Miller. He's crazy about his wife and kid. He stays home most nights. Never goes anywhere without 2 torpedoes, Willie Marks and Ted Newberry, both bad guys to tangle with. If that's any help, Mr. Capone. You have fun now, Jack, where he buys his DVD. I said I wish I had a couple of hundred like him. Now you know why. Come here, Jack. You want to know something, Jack? I like a guy who can use his head for something besides a hat rack. And seeing as how you know so much about Moran, I'm giving you the job of getting rid of him. If that's okay with you, Frank. I got no objections. Think you can handle it, kid? Yes, sir. There's just one thing, Mr. Capone. We may have to take some of Moran's boys with him. I'll send flowers. I'm not scared of Walt Capone. It's going to be him or me.
If he'd stuck to his word these past couple of years, it would be a different story. But every deal he's made, he's broken. O'Banion thought he could deal with it. Our Weiss did, too. Well, I don't have to tell you how they ended up.
George Clarence Moran, born St. Paul, Minnesota, July 9, 1893. Ex-convict, burglar, horse thief, hijacker, suspected killer, present leader of Chicago's notorious and long-established North Side mob, which during the past 5 years has been almost constantly at war with the Capone organization for control of the city's bootlegging and gambling profits. During these 5 years, every previous leader of the North Side gang has been murdered by the Capone interests.
I shook the dirty hand of that rotten greaseball. Oh, sure. We've been giving him a lot of trouble lately. But I'm telling you here and now, it's not enough. Now, don't you pop off to me, you stupid tot. When it comes to getting Capone, I don't care who I use. You remember Dini O'Banion? Remember Jaime Weiss? Well, you ought to, because you helped load their coffins into the hearse. And maybe when a friend of yours is gone, you don't give a damn no more. Well, I do. And Dini O'Banion was my friend, and I don't forget him. And I don't forget who had him knocked off. Jaime Weiss and me, we was with Dini not 10 minutes before they got him. I remember those greaseballs. We just assumed you were pulling your bag as a pizza.
To hell with them Sicilians. You see, Jaime?
Those days was rough for killing, man. They talk about now?
Morning, Johnny.
That's nothing compared to them back then.
Good morning, boys.
Louis Sorel, born Marsala, Sicily, May 13, 1872. Brought to the United States by his cousin Dominic Ferrenta when in his late 30s. Married, with 5 children and 11 grandchildren. He has had difficulty learning the ways of the New World and has lived in continual poverty. He will be murdered on February 15, 1929, less than 24 hours after completion of the only criminal activity of his life. Come in.
Mr. McGovern, I'm a Nick Sorella.
Sit down, Nick. Want a drink? Something to eat?
Thank you, no. It is a kind of you to ask.
Dominic Ferenza says your man can be trusted.
Maybe that is because my memory, it is very bad.
What do you do for a living, Nick?
I have... Yeah. Mr. Moran is Nick Sorella.
I'm Mr. Sorel. I don't think I know you. Yeah? Yeah? And what label? Uh-huh. How much are you asking? I suppose you call me back in an hour and a half. Yeah, do that. I want to know what that about.
A guy named Sorrell. He's got an 80-odd case of old log cabin he wants to fill. $56 a case.
Price seems all right.
Yeah, it was deal all right. Monroe, 8099, please. Lieutenant Zalacosta, please. Oh, hello, Larry. This is George. Look, Larry, a couple of things. Let me know if your boys got anything on a booze hijack last couple of days. Out near the stockyards. Right. And while you're at it, see if you got a make sheet on a wop named Nick Sorella. Right. I'll call you back in about an hour, okay? Thanks, Larry. Sorry, Jim, what were we saying?
Oh, just that we're about ready to make our move. All we need now is to make sure the Lord's bodyguards change shifts the same time every day. I've got a couple of boys checking on that right now.
Scarface Capone.
Alfonso, carissimo.
Pasqualino. Idea Pasqualino.
Come in, come in. Salute e vita durevole.
Altrettanto.
Yeah. It's a Nick Sorrello. Catch it.
What else you got up there, Nick?
Is it just a couple of two, my good friend? They come help for me too.
Get him in here.
And Mario, Joe, Alante. Come on, come on.
Come on. What'd you have in mind, Nick?
I ask you pardon, senor. It's only to watch the whiskey I have the gun.
You're a very naughty boy, Nick. All right, let's get it in.
Dr. Reinhard H. Schwimmer, born Chicago, Illinois, December 1, 1896. Twice married, twice divorced. Schwimmer has no criminal record, but is one of that group of men who are fascinated by the exploits of gangsters. In the last few months, he has become acquainted with the members of the Moran organization and spends a good deal of time in their company. A licensed optometrist, he has recently abandoned his practice and is presently supported by his widowed mother.
Goulet whiskey.
Okay, make it unload.
The money! Signore! First you pay me the money!
Don't worry about it, Nick. We'll send you a check.
You pardon, signore! Myself, I talked to Mr. Moran on the telephone. He said, okay, Nick, I pay you the cash. $56 a case for the first class stuff. Hey, you taste it, huh? It's the first class stuff, no? Okay. Now you pay me the money. We take him off of the truck. $60 a case for the first class stuff. Hey, you taste it, huh? It's the first class stuff, no? Okay. Now you pay me the money. We take him off of the truck.
Where'd you get it, Nick?
Mr. Moran, he don't say that. He just say,
Little hijack job, that Nick? Got it off the Dingbat Alberta's boys, right? We hear these things, Nick. You don't pay the Dingbat, we don't pay you. That's fair. Okay, move it. You'll get your dough.
Adam High, 26, 1881. Criminal record, 1 conviction for operating a confidence game. Married twice, 1 child, a son by his first wife. As a qualified accountant, Hire acts as bookkeeper and collector for the Moran organization, as well as handling payoffs to local politicians and the police. His wife has been ill for several years, and he is careful to conceal
Corruption
the
start
true
from
nature
back in
of
the
his
20s,
business
man.
from her and from their friends.
They're all there, Mr. Gutenberg.
Nick? Stuff checks out. Whole lot counted uncut.
How many cases?
it's 82. Myself, I counted.
Nick wouldn't lie to us. He wants to stay healthy. Ain't that right, Nick?
That's 82 cases. $56 a case. That figures $4,592. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll make it even money. $4,500.
500 for handling charges, Nick. When we help unload a truck, we get paid. Check.
1,000 thanks, signore. Maybe we'll do it business again some more next time.
I think we like better than doing business with Bright Boy. Bright Boy.
Ruthless. It's called The Valentine's Day Massacre. This is called The Valentine's Day Massacre.
Well, guys, it's time to get into the stock market, George. Pull up a few grand. We'll start.
What's been a bad accident? The way people drive today, you know.
Hey, Danny! The cops just killed a bunch of hoods in the garage up the street. One of them was Buzz Moran.
Frank? Can you hear me, Frank? Who shot you, Frank? Who did it? Who shot you? Nobody. Nobody shot me. Your brother's dead. Fix this thing, will you?
A few hours after the St. Valentine's Day massacre, the newspapers managed to locate Moran, something the police have not yet been able to do.
Just a heavy cold. I thought I'd better take care of it.
Where were you, Mr. Moran, when it happened?
Out of town.
How long do you expect to be laid up?
Well, can't say for sure. Maybe a day or two.
Did you know the cops were looking for you, Moran?
Can't imagine why. Nothing I can tell them.
This gonna put you out of business?
You must be a little mixed up, buddy. I happen to be in the real estate business. I knew some of those fellas. They're just to talk to, you know. I even read where it said they were.
Have you people drive around? But believe me, this is one time I'd like to know the answers.
Mr. Capone, I wonder if you saw those awful pictures of those men in the newspapers.
I glanced at them. Terror.
If you don't mind telling us, Mr. Capone, where were you when it happened?
Why, right here in Miami. In fact, I was in a meeting with your district attorney that same morning.
Do you know this Mr. George Moran personally?
I met him once, a few years back. I identified right now on the street. The Chicago authorities.
That movie with Al Pacino called Scarface. All based off of this. All based off of this. These kind of movies. Yeah. Anyway, folks, subscribe, share, I'm just giving you a little piece of their history, how bad they were, and still is. Peace out. I'm out of here. Much love.